Eggman himself, he has been popping off lately. It's awesome to see his success, and obviously a very talented Call of Duty player in his own right. We'll see if he can hit with a sniper. Just taking a look at our good buddy Mud Dog's in there, Jericho, Teep. You've got a full laundry list of just popular streamers going off as Noah J hitting shots.
And just right away, you look at this map, you look at this gameplay, and doesn't it just look like Treyarch? The color palette pops out. You have so many different attachments that we're going to be going with. You see the kill feed. You have the traditional Black Ops mini map. Man, I just love Treyarch.
No, yeah, I love the mini map. So the first things we noticed when you took a look at the new title coming out this year, but Noah, as you'll see in pubs more often than not, he's set up in a power position, snipe in hand, just looking to drop numbers. But yeah, I mean, he's been around for so long, comfortable with every dev, every title, as he's experienced everything Call of Duty has to offer. But yeah, it's what Nameless was saying. Just this is like the first map that's completely on water. You already see score streaks coming in. I believe that was a attack chopper in, as he is just dominating the other team, but still a tight race in the score department.
Yeah, I mean, his first clip when he first tweeted out, I was watching as you guys were introing it. You know, we're going through the devs, and he goes, "Sniping is back." Noah's so excited. You see the zip line coming through from ship to ship. It just looks so smooth. Chaos in the air. The attack choppers going down, and his team with a slight little lead.
Well, let's see if he can keep it rolling. It's been one heck of a life for him. You know how much he loves to operate with that sniper in hand. He's got the shotgun for close range. A reminder, this is combined arms domination, 12v12. And we're going to be showing a wide range of stuff today, right? We're going to have some 6v6, 12v12, showing different maps, from your 3-lane maps to your more open kind of sandbox maps as well. There's something for every player in this title, and you know, we'll progress through that over the course of the next 2 hours or so. But just exciting to see the new twists on gameplay that Treyarch have to provide. Obviously, we love working with them, and the gameplay they've come up with throughout their cycles has just been insane.
Yeah, and something to notice today when we're going through domination, something that's a little bit new compared to past Call of Duty titles. It's not just one flag. It's more of an area that you're really going to be capturing. It's going to create more of a, I think, a combat dynamic around those zones, right? So, you know, you can play in different areas. You can capture it from different spots. But here as well, it sounds like we're hopping on board with Swag. We're going to be jumping from lobby to lobby. We got a lot of different creators as they get started.
Yeah, let's say Priesta looks a little bit different right
Swag.
now. This is Swag. We've been watching him a lot on Warzone. We know what a monster he can be. But over to Jericho, one of my favorite streamers to watch. You know, he gets in some of these big tournaments he'll play in on Warzone in various modes. And Jericho, maybe not the most talented player in the entire world. But you know what? He's handsome. He's one of the most entertaining streamers in the world, and I love him. I love Jericho to death. Guy's a beast.
He loves to have fun, and that's what's important. You know, he's trying to show off the zip lines a little bit. You can hear him talking a little bit. I mean, they've had some experiences. Well, this is Sky's one of the CDL pros. He was an MVP candidate for us, but here you go. You see him taking a boat, trying to capture this A zone, and yeah, swimming. Well, when was the last time you saw someone with Black Ops 3, right? So, you know, you have these different features from past titles in this game.
We'll see what he can do from the sneaky underwater positions, but yeah, just working the objective for now. As his team, I think, doesn't have a single cap as of now, but remember, we're going to be hopping through a variety of matchups, right? There's a lot of players playing this, a lot of different streamers. If you're wondering why the score looks a little bit different, we're just hopping through a ton of different POVs and showing you guys how stuff is breaking down throughout the course of the day. As we go right over to Marksman, and he's in a boat looking to get busy.
Yeah, you can see he's got a turret on him as well.
Yeah, right, Priesta.
Well, you can hear that minigun go off later. Priesta, that's a nice headshot. Marksman, known for his search and destroy gameplay. He has been playing Call of Duty for so long since, I mean, we've been involved. So great to see him involved today. Well, yeah, just patrolling the air right now with this boat. And well, Swag, he's getting aggressive. He's got the MP5, the classic MP5, and you can just hear Tim yelling.
Yes, Tim, I get it. I'm not a father, but I am also bald, and I know it makes life a little bit more difficult. But Tim, there is love out there for bald men like us, and you're an absolute beast. But yeah, are you surprised to see Swag with an MP5 in hand?
Now,
looks to be very natural.
Yeah, getting aggressive, right? You watch him play Warzone, he gets busy. Tim, on the other hand, you see the movement coming in. Yeah, a lot of these guys, they're used to Modern Warfare. It's going to take them some time to get used to the movement. throughout the maps, and nice shots on it by Tim. He's rocking that assault rifle.
Clip it and ship it. Well, it's going to be interesting, too. You've seen, like, they talked a little bit about the score streak stuff and how it's going to work, right? That's going to carry on through death, and depending if you're getting a lot of kills within that one death, there's a multiplayer to work with. But also, one thing I kind of like is, you know, we've talked about sort of score streak spam in the past when somebody's going off. The fact that there's going to be kind of a cooldown on it, so there won't be that same spam, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm excited to see how it works in the various pub modes, but we'll take a look at kind of the loadout screen as he's changing, get into a different one. So I think that's courage we're hearing as well, maybe a little coaching for the squad.
At least I do, so that's what I'm going to go looking for.
All right, so Drifter, you're hearing his strategy around the zone. He likes to get in the water, likes to get busy, just trying to look around him, man. It just looks so darn good in this area. All the different graphics, all the different colors.
Basically.
I was actually thinking about that. Like, it's actually crazy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
it's
be
actually
able to deal with
crazy,
that
like
very
how
well, so I'm actually gonna
wild, like just water graphics have gotten. Now that's like a
the
silly
boat
thing to
off
talk
is
about when you think about
permanently
years and years and years ago, like various
Okay, so
games.
I'm
Like,
gonna go
it's
around.
just nutty how far it's come.
They're all above me. If I try to go out any other
Looks
way,
like
oh
Drifter.
god.
Trying to figure out what he wants,
just
but
got rid
I
of
just
the
love the
freaking C4, so I
74U.
can't
It's
deal
always
with
been one of my
can't
favorite
fight
guns.
good.
Back from COD 4, back from Black Ops 1. I am so excited that
There we
it's
go,
back
there we
here
go.
in Cold War. Nice shots
see
by
where my
Drifter with
friends
that
at Charlie
headshot,
are.
taking down Hutch. Hutch. So he just continues to go around this zone, and well, it is that's not Hutch.
Well, that's Karma.
That's
That is
Karma.
one of the greatest Call of Duty players of all time. Absolute monster.
And he's actually one of my favorites to watch at the beginning of the games because
Come on, Seth.
he is always switching it up, trying different weapons. Like the guy just loves playing COD.
No, he just
Oh,
loves
he's
the
about to
game.
get
Man.
it
He
because
really,
he-
really just loves the game. I think a little bit of trash
right.
talk that was coming from his former teammate and scump, Seth Abner. Abner, absolute monster.
Abner?
Yeah, I'm not sure who Seth Abner is, but yeah, Seth Abner, absolute beast.
Man.
Okay. Well, maybe to a different
Oh
POV.
wait! Oh, he was watching Scump.
Oh.
He wasn't even playing. We were watching Scump.
Wow,
That makes
what?
sense. That makes sense.
Okay. I was wondering why I was hearing kind of Seth's call-outs more than anything. And this is a naval. What's going on with his hair, Joe?
I mean, listen, the guy, as a boat just flew off. I don't know what was going on. Nice shots, takes down Courage. I don't know. You know, he didn't have the best year for the Seattle Surge, and listen, he's trying to earn some subs.
He goes by Deputy Hadbad now.
I don't know
in
what
case you weren't aware.
that really means, but I love it.
Yeah, and this is a guy whose company we've enjoyed a lot this year playing Call of Duty with. Symphony, absolute monster, one of the most talented aimers I've ever had the privilege of playing with. The guy is nutty, and well, you can see how accurate he can be. There's Hutchie Poo. How you doing, sir?
Hutch back in a boat. Back in a boat. Is he just going to get it? Get on the turret as well. Tries to take down the player ziplining across. And I don't know, man. Watching the players zipline, it just looks so smooth. The pace they go at, it looks incredible.
No, it really, really does. It's just going to be a fun mode to, I mean, what's the, as much as we can talk about different maps and competitive and 3 lanes or sandbox, wherever it is, like at its core, Call of Duty is just fun. And this just looks like it's going to be a blast. Because I'm at the most comfortable in the water, Joe. I'm a modern day Aquaman.
Well, you,
No, I hate the ocean. I'll be honest with you. I'm just absolutely terrified of open water. No.
Tim, have a nice day.
yeah, you don't seem like a big swimmer to me.
Nope. Terrified of sharks.
Yeah, what's up, man?
That's what they need to add. Just sharks, dude. You're in there.
Like a score streak? You call it Jaws? Call it Jaws? I like that.
I'm with that.
You're fucking high.
I don't think Nick is very pleased with how that gunfight just went for him.
No, he got smoked. He got headshotted. Well, yeah. I mean, sometimes you get headshotted in Call of Duty. That messes with you. But Nick, we know how into the game Nick is based on where his cam is. Nice shots right there on the Symphony. And if you can see his forehead, he's into it.
He's not. Yeah. Like he's not sweating enough yet.
No.
You mean like once it's only forehead?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
I guess it would only be hat.
Yeah, right. Well, over to Legion. God, if you haven't checked out his stream, one of the more entertaining people in the world.
Come to my room.
Fantastic singing voice as well.
Push the 500-bit sailor. Do you guys want to come see my watch?
He's just good. I don't know what he's doing.
Is that what you want to do?
You want to come in here and see my watch?
What's up, Diesel? Slap shop.
Yeah, I do.
I think he's just.
But yeah,
I don't
this
know
is
what
live.
that
This
was.
is
I have
recorded.
no
Look, I'm
idea.
actually playing the alpha right
Yeah,
now.
no, this is live
If
for
you
us
guys
too.
have any
All of it.
questions or
Live
anything,
actually going down now.
Feel free to ask, and I'll try to
get
answer
him.
them the best I can.
He's gonna
What
try
we're
to answer
playing
some
right
questions
now
with his
is
chat.
a mode called Combined Arms. This is kind
Go
of
ahead,
like
take him through it.
Yeah, no,
Treyarch's
Joe and I'll just shut up. He's just
Ground
breaking
War.
it down for you guys. This is
That's
fantastic.
the best way to explain
I
it.
like that. As he takes the zip line.
It's not
He's
as
got
big
what,
as Ground
he's
War,
got,
smaller
he's got a
teams.
shotgun.
It's 12v12.
Okay, yeah,
but
12v12,
there's 6
not as big as
flags
Ground
and
War.
5 flags on.
You know what blows my mind about this stuff?
Okay.
Because obviously, well, I'm not very good at it, but
Okay.
like, I can like answer questions with viewers and stuff
No,
while
you
I'm playing, but doing like a full like commentary and like answering a lot of questions, like I can't do it. Like I get people doing it like over their gameplay as like a VOD thing, but that's a skill to just sit there and just still play casually and fry while you're doing it.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have game audio up. He was there like, I'm going to present to you
Right.
Call of Duty, but here is testament one of the best snipers in the world, especially in Call of Duty. This guy, I'm sure he's already got some ridiculous clips on his
You are
YouTube, on
sitting
his
next-
social
you're-
media.
You're sitting next to one of the greatest snipers alive too, Joe.
Honestly, it just depends. If you're about 7 to 8 hours in, your hands are
it's
warmed
my
up,
hot
that's
spot.
the hot spot, yeah.
Not that we recommend gaming that long, but I do it every day.
Yeah.
Over to Sean J Gaming, looking for the angles. Ah, nice little cheeky position there as people are pushing out, able to line up multiple. You see the health bar in effect too. They're just cutting through the opposition, trying to work towards that E cap. As we get back over to Drifter, well, getting in the boat didn't go super well.
Deputy had bad.
That's what I was talking about earlier. Deputy had bad. You got to watch out for Enable because you're about to get had bad.
And listen, for some of these content creators, there are some demons in these lobbies in the Call of Duty
It's
Elite
true.
Pros
It's
that.
true.
Listen, it's going to be tough for them to win.
Wait,
some
what
of
is
the
Scump?
gunfights.
Look at the kill
Yeah,
feed.
he's on.
I don't know
he's got a chopper gunner. If we can go to Scump's point of view, I don't know if we could switch, but he's doing some crazy stuff with streaks.
I'm pretty sure I just saw like 7 to 8 straight
goes.
kills
Oh,
pop
that's
up
a
for
car!
Scump.
Does the zip line
It's an
go
RC
up
car.
yet?
Classic.
Absolutely frying the competition. Absolutely frying them.
Yeah, no, he has been. He has been. He is just keeping it rocking. AK-74U in hand. Streaks have been soaring. They're up 100 points, and the king is here. Oh, yeah, surprise!
Timmy. Oh, Timmy's got an artillery called in. That's going to connect with you. You hear Jack. Jack is just lighting it up in the kill feed with the chopper gunner.
Thanks for letting me call that in, guys.
It seems like some of our players are starting to figure this out a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these guys, like, it's been cool to see them, like, kind of come back to their roots. You know, they'll play other titles at times, but just coming back to their love for Call of Duty. Like, Tim, for example, has just been loving the grind as of late. Courage JD, one of my best pals, and I hate to give him credit, but he's actually pretty nasty at the game as well.
Hutch has just been in the water.
He's exploring.
No, he is. Listen, that's what you're going to see.
Well, he's been playing, like, Flight Simulator as of late, so that probably feels more natural for him right now, just exploring. But I'll tell you what, if they put, like, I don't know what they're called, like the wake runners or the jet skis in the game, like, they put that in the CDL, do you think that Doug Sensor Martin actually could get on a pro team?
We'll have to look at the maps, but there's an opportunity. He's got the practice. He has the experience.
If there's a
no
jet
doubt
ski,
about
there's
it.
a chance.
Certainly.
You know he's got the determination.
Deterrent. This kid.
He's retiring. He's back. He's retired. We love you, Doug Sensor Martin.
Oh my gosh.
Legion's just laughing. I don't know.
What?
What?
All right, I'm gonna show you guys. This isn't really a game.
I
This
pride
is where you
myself
kinda
in my
run anything that
accents, but
matters.
he might be a little bit better at it than I am.
This map, besides the sniper rifle right now, because we don't have enough time left to switch
I don't think
up.
so.
But I'm gonna show you guys like the RPD.
Okay, so it looks like a lot of
the
people want to see
AK-74
the
is the
snipers.
undisputed champ of weapons.
Well, yeah, it looks like it's just one of those maps that it's either like long range fights with a sniper or close range up close and personal with a shotgun or an MP5. But there's the defeat.
Dude, I kept hearing someone go, oh my gosh, that's his sub sound. That's what that was. I literally just kept hearing it going over and over and over again. I was like, what is going on in this stream?
I gotta pay attention to the
That
Discord
makes
as well to
sense.
Make sure I'm doing everything I need to be doing.
Well, as thanks to subs, we wrap up the first map. Alicia, enjoy that little 70 train. Hope you're having a great time. But
we got it out here.
we're going to go through a lot of different maps and modes. That was the first of the 12v12
Well, let's go, Zippo.
on
Well,
Armada.
And then you see some, the post game. You have score, you have damage
For
dealt.
everybody to do. You saw Marksman loving the boat. You saw a lot of people sniping, and then you saw some of our CDL pros like Scump using that AK-74U. I mean, the sniper can be so deadly on this map because there are super long-range fights that you can take from boat to boat. And if you really want to get crazy, you can try to snipe somebody off the zip line. But those guys are moving really, really fast, so it could be very difficult. So as you can see right here, we have Noah J. He's using a sniper and a shotgun, and Sky's one of our CDL pros. He was in the boat early on, and what I find interesting about the boats is you can operate the turret as you're driving it, and then a lot of the time, somebody's just gonna throw a grenade or a C4 at you and just blows up right away. Yeah, Marksman was just hanging out with this boat, dude, just driving around. He's the player that just enrages me when I'm playing. But right there, we just saw a boat just fly up into the sky out of nowhere. I think a naval just bumped into it, but we see some M4s. For those of you who love Warzone, the M4 is back, and it's fantastic in this game. You can see them beaming people long range. Moving over to Symphony. This guy has the absolute best shot in the game. Nick Merckx was running that 74U as well. He was just trying to get up close and personal inside of some of the domination points, and he was playing real well early on, trying to pick up those streaks. And I also noticed a lot of players were loving to use that tac laser, so you can just hip fire people up close and string together multi-kills, as well as the sniper right here, just fantastic headshots. He had an opportunity for the triple, and he was trying to get the feed, and you can hear him, he raged right there at the very end. And Hutch is one of my favorites, rolling around in that speedboat right here, channeling his inner jet ski, trying to pick up some kills. And you know, the element of swimming is back, and it's also insane because when you're underwater, you can see people crystal clear from a distance. Legion as well with the sniper here, picking up some kill feeds, getting one of those final kill cams. Ultimately, his team ended up losing the game, but that was just an insane way to start it off. You saw Scump pick up that chopper.
I'm excited to see Satellite and how this plays. As you said, you can play sort of out in the dunes with snipers. You can play close quarters.
Well, how different is it from what we just saw? We were just in the
very different.
open water with jet skis and boats. Now we're heading to the desert, so should be quite a bit different. But you're probably going to see people messing with all different types of weapons. And yeah, this is a lot more similar to last year when you talk about stuff like Gunsmith and the attachments that you can put on guns and how you can deck them out. And just the amount of variance that you can have. Like, it seems like fans really, really liked that last year. They really like, I guess the more you can customize, the better in a lot of people's eyes. That is going to be here and even bigger and better.
Well, it's just a sort of, you have the weapon, and I think in past Call of Duties, you had the weapon, and it was basically, it had one play style around it, right? And I think what last year and this year really do is you can use that weapon, and you can play around it in so many different ways. So it's a combination of, you have the different weapon styles, but you can also switch those weapons up.
It's like my LMG is suddenly an SMG? What did I do?
Yeah, what is this 60-round mag that I have that quick reload? This is awesome.
Yeah, the variance that you can have is nuts. And, well, Drifter, if you haven't watched him before, he is the guy to watch talk about weapons. Like, I remember, God, this is all the way back in like AW or something, but he was like telling pro players to use one weapon versus another because the RPM of the bullets was fast. He really breaks it down on a technical level. So if you ever want to check him out, very, very cool. But right now we're basically just waiting on one of these differing squads we have to get into game. It looks like they're getting ready to load in now.
That is cool, the way look at that, the way you load into the map.
It almost looks like something from like a major motion
It looks like a trailer.
from a movie. Yeah, like a movie trailer or something,
It looks so cool. Oh, you have the entrance as well. You come in on the dune buggies, and then you go to war.
It's a Mad Max, right?
Yeah, dude, this is so dope.
Let's get right into the mix.
This is not my skill set exactly, so I hope that you're ready for some.
I'm ready,
rough.
Drifter.
Okay.
That's fine. We've all been there.
We
Listen,
like
the
it
new
rough.
Call of Duty comes out, you got to try everything. You got to try everything.
I'm just want to get close enough.
We'll see how he can get rolling, but
we don't like that.
you see the tags everywhere you've got to collect if you're not familiar with the mode, but
I'm gonna sneak up behind this
mostly
guy.
we're going to kind of enjoy the variance in this map versus what we just saw. Nice little flankarooski through from Legion to pick up the kill.
Yeah, and this is what the devs are talking about. You have this sort of left side of the map, it looks like where Teep's at right now. We love Tyler Teep, Pol Chow. We love that guy. He's fighting around the satellite, around these close pass, and then you can go to the other side where you have everything open.
You see Teep just trying to find, kind of talking with the stream about guns that he likes. Some that have been more powerful for him, stuff he's like to roll with. The Type 63 in hand now, and you heard him say it hits hard. Like, it looks like he's like 2 or 3 shotting the players he's pushing.
Yeah, this is a semi-auto gun.
They
So I'm gonna use this gun for probably a couple more rounds, and then I'm gonna switch it up. This one's
Okay.
pretty good on this map,
So
though.
he's got the semi-auto gun, and now we both expect Deep to have some big games today.
Give me that. Give me that.
As he starts to snap on board, and there is a Sim with the 74U. Again, I think the 74U just right away going to be people's favorite.
This is
Just one of those-
Exposed by
I like
T.
this a
One of
lot.
those like all-time favorite guns
It's
right
all
there, a
like
blast.
quarters and stuff. I like this one. A lot.
Yeah, I think this map will be just a blast, like fast-paced combat. As we mentioned, it's all terrain, so no buildings, just all finessing around these dunes and blown up planes you see towards mid-map. But
And you can see sort of like the sliding, right? Because players are getting used to that. It looks like the sliding mechanic very quick as we're on board with Midnight. We love Midnight, one of the best snipers. She has been around for so long as she is locked into the stream, just trying to figure out what she wants to use, rocking the Pellington right now. But you gotta go through your sensitivities, you gotta get comfortable.
Yeah, I guess you can.
that's like the
live,
thing
but
I
it's
do
not,
for like the
quite
first
same.
hour of a new Call of Duty. It's just going through all the settings, making sure everything's
Especially
set right.
nowadays, you're
Well,
like,
this map is
what does
lovely.
this
It's
do?
like-
I can change dead zone and zoom sense. And
Whoa.
There's no sniper glint. That's another thing.
Yeah, once you could. What was the first title where you could like go to like a fraction of a point? Like instead of like
Yeah,
you're
it's Black
5.5,
Ops
6.6,
4.
it's
It was
like
Black Ops 4.
6.17.
Yeah.
All right. Nah,
Ricky's
you
in
can
here,
definitely
he's
fine tune. That just goes
so
back
good,
to
man.
kind of what
Ricky
we're
tells
talking
me,
about,
like,
like the level of
50 times.
customization. And Hutch is just mind blown currently by the level of talent in this lobby.
Yeah, they used to talk about Ricky,
I
who is
thought it was
Los
down
Angeles
already,
Guerrillas
and
coach.
I
So,
know I can
yeah,
feel
but
about
he
50
used to be
people
a
are
pro
over the chat
player.
where we're saying stop
Doesn't
using
miss
that
much.
little RC
Yeah.
car. But I don't think I'm going to. I think,
Wait,
we're low tier street gang out here.
Were other streamers
no
asking him
fucking
not to use the RC car because he's just blowing them up?
Okay.
Yes.
Typical gamer
What
might
is
be
that
my
doing?
dad.
That looks
Dr.
good.
Odin, I appreciate the 14 months. I'm going to show you guys too the
Yeah,
pistol.
he missed all of his
The
shots, and
secondary
typical
burst pistol
gamer
that you get
did
is
not.
absolutely
His
crap.
Legion got fried, and
All right, say a prayer.
now he is his papa.
Throwing a
Yeah, you have all these
Throwing
content
top right
creators
here, throwing
in
Patrick
pros,
Mahomes
and
bomb.
they want to put up the biggest games today, right? Like, they want the most eyes on them. They're trying to say, hey, you see what I just did today?
Yeah, so just a reminder in case you weren't aware, like, you can watch the main broadcast here. We'll be hopping through a lot of the different POVs, and Joe and I'll be breaking down a lot of stuff with you from highlights from Nameless as well. But all these guys are individually pushing their POVs as well.
You can't pull your gun out while doing it. You like put your hands down. You know what I'm saying?
So that was
Interesting, yeah.
Black Ops 4.
Well, thinking about the drop shot, the slide mechanics, I think they're, I don't want to say controversial is the right word, but the difference in them between devs and titles, like there's a lot of difference there. So you always want the first thing a pro player or top player like Priest is trying to figure out is movement mechanics, which maybe give you an edge. So a little bit different of a drop shot or slide mechanic in this particular title that he's talking through.
Yeah, no, a lot of these guys, they are sort of, it's muscle memory. What have, what have you been doing the past 9 months, right? And Modern Warfare is doing that. So just trying to make some adjustments as we hop on board with Sim.
We actually enjoyed pizza and ice cream with Sim yesterday. It was wonderful.
It was great to meet Sim. He is exactly
I really
as
want to get
we
this
pictured.
freaking
What was that, ice
attack
cream?
chopper.
Like rolled
Hopefully they
up
don't spawn
ice cream
behind
or
me
something?
here.
It was
Yeah,
so
I had
good.
Reese Puffs on it. It was a peanut butter
Chilling.
blast.
Yes, it
Gives me
was.
just let me die. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Show us the YY. I mean, this is
excuses.
the YY. I'm YYing right now.
For the first time in Scum's life, he was the bait.
Quite literally, the
Yeah.
first time ever.
Not that crazy of an animation.
But I think it's cool to, obviously we'll be chatting through stuff, just high level, enjoying the
Yeah,
different
you can
players
see,
going
like,
through
the
it. But
slide
it's
cancel
cool
and
just,
stuff
I feel like we've gone
it's
through,
really, really
what,
similar
15
to,
different POVs?
Like MW.
And hearing them
You slide
focus
cancel
on
the head glitches.
different things, because a lot of them come from different backgrounds, right? Like
You
some of
can't
these are
drop
pro
shot,
players,
though,
some
so
are
it kinda
casual
takes
players,
out
some are
like that.
streamers, and just hearing the different things they're focusing on as we get into the game is pretty neat.
Yeah, I mean, people who are trying to focus on trying different weapons. You got the pros who are trying to figure out the mechanics,
Yeah,
the
right.
weapons that they're going to focus on. Is we're on board with Espresso. See, he's got the Krig out right now. But yeah, you heard Scum sort of talk about the slide cancel, the slide movements, pretty similar, but the drop shot not as much.
This hurts. Well, a little bit of a streak rolling here as he continues to try and finesse with one of our favorite guns, the MP5. Absolute powerhouse at close range. Hits like a truck, hip fire, tried and true.
We're not doing too bad this game, eh?
Yeah, well, from what we've seen, you have been sort of running in circles. But he's
Figured they'd
posted
bait
up
that
and looking
tag,
for the
but-
action. Oh, there's the strategy.
Oh, yeah.
Bait
Bait
the tag.
I like it. Yeah, you could just tell, much smaller map than what we saw, but I don't know who that was. That was a nice shot with the 74U.
The 74U is the gun to use.
I think it was Noisy Butters, dude. I think it was Noisy Butters just smoked him.
1000%.
Well, we're talking about Noisy. She's talking about metas already in the alpha. You see in the top right, it is alpha gameplay. The devs are watching this. There's going to be some adjustments. She's like,
AK-74U is 100% the meta?
The meta, 100%.
All right, okay. Well, it's set in stone.
Why do I throw C4? Like, why am I even using it? I don't know.
It's the Warzone mindset.
C4, yeah. C4,
Do you know how
C4,
nice
C4.
it is to hear stuff in this game? Do you know how lovely that is? Do you know how great that is?
I tend to agree with you.
That's probably, I don't know who.
She's talking about the different
audio
that we touched on with the devs coming into
I don't
this.
want to misquote it because I know Jess went through a lot of it, and you heard the devs talk about it. But yeah, the 3D audio, talking about the directional sound and how what is the? Dude, I gotta look this up. I have all the sheets in front of me. What was the thing where it like focuses more on what's happening near you, which sounded awesome. Where did I have that? Hold up. I have so many notes. Okay, hold up. The threat priority system. So the new threat priority audio system dynamically assigns priorities to various sounds during a firefight, ensuring the player hears all the sounds they need to be successful. I think that's awesome. Like, to just to focus on like the key couple of things you really need to hear during a gunfight.
Yeah, I mean, you think about like in the past of score streaks going off,
There's a lot.
you having to heal. It feels like this system is gonna try to. What do you need to hear? What is gonna help you most?
Yeah, audio obviously not an easy thing to nail, but it's cool to see the new tech coming into play from Treyarch for this particular title.
We kind of closing.
Artillery target
And all I keep thinking about is like what the Dune trailer came out today. We're just battling the dunes now. I'm very excited for that film, Joe. I'm sorry.
It looked incredible. Not as incredible as this game though. I cannot lie.
That is true.
But I'm bored with Shane, London Royal Ravens coach. He used to be a pro player. He is in a pretty intense lobby. It looks like this is a close game, 58-57 with a minute left. He's got the 74 out. But yeah, you can sort of see the slide mechanics.
You spotted a squadron of them coming over here.
How quick you can sort of turn a corner.
Helicopters than playing the game, which is a
But
problem.
it seems like
don't
gone
know
up
how
a
they're gonna
little bit slower maybe than last year, but.
Okay, and you hear sort of Jericho talking about the score streaks, right? Because they don't reset on death. You're playing with some of the best players in the world. They're going to get those guaranteed choppers. You need a player like Jericho to shoot them down.
Sure.
Maven, you did that well when we used to play pub. That was your go-to.
I find a lot of satisfaction out of destroying. Oh, you're frying the lobby? Well, I'm gonna fry your score streaks.
Dude, look at that. Look at the drop shot there.
I think I saw a skunk in Zuma.
Yeah. So this particular game's close. The other one looks to be a bit of a blowout.
It un-ADS this every time.
Yeah, it almost looks like the weapons are like as efficient as the rockets at ripping down the score streak. So.
And that did not pan out. Okay, cool.
And you heard just talked about that going to prone. It un-ADSs you. And that's just sort of dev to dev, right? I mean, that's typically what Treyarch does. We saw that in Black Ops 4 as well. And a lot of that is just due to the strength and drop shots in some games. But trying to stay alive, is this well, that was a close one.
He just destroyed a chopper, and I heard another one getting called in there. So that was tough, but it is a 7-point loss for Drifter and company. The score streaks were raining on it, the tail end of it. But for those of you Killed Confirmed lovers, this looks like a very, very fun map for some of your core modes to bounce around on. Obviously, a lot of new things coming to this title, new maps, new modes, but the familiarity of the Call of Duty franchise still there, and this looks to be a fun one.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Just a lot of close quarters combat. It feels like you're spawning and you're right into the action, right? Just right into it. You're gonna have to take your time. As these guys are gonna just try and figure out what they want to use for the next map.
I like you kind of hearing this from Drifter.
Ooh, the wild cards. I actually wanted to see these.
Exactly. He's going through the various guns, also looking at different perks that he wants to check out.
Ooh, I saw Ninja, and that makes me very excited. Has a perk.
Which one?
Scavenger, I prefer.
That Type 63 looked pretty nasty. We saw TP picking up some multi-kills with it. And what I want to highlight during these highlights is that the time to kill looks absolutely phenomenal. You see these players having sort of these longer gunfights, and the player who hits the better shot is going to win it. This Type 63 and the Sniper, those are two of my favorite guns to see. But towards the middle of this game, a lot of the players decided to put away the Sniper and pull out that submachine gun because it wasn't working that well. You can see Hutch back here. He picks up a kill here in a moment, and then he decides to, put that Sniper away and pull out a sub. He was calling out Ricky for killing him over and over, saying Ricky's the guy who always gets me every single lobby that I'm in. Legion was having a lot of fun running that LMG. At first, I was like, what gun is that? It's killing so fast, and I realized it was the LMG. So people starting to try out that stoner gun. You can get multi-kills with it. It has a big clip, and Legion was playing well throughout this game. Moving on, we saw Scumpman. This guy's just always a beast at every single Call of Duty. One of the best Call of Duty players of all time, and he's staying with that 74U. It seems to be the gun that he's most comfortable with, and he's been dominating both games that he's been in so far. MP5 as well. We saw a lot of our CDL pros continuing to use the MP5. It has really good hip fire, and also when you're up close, it's just going to rip through anybody. Something else there in this game was a lot of players were trying to drop shot, and they were realizing that it's way different in Cold War. You can't drop shot. When you drop shot, your ADS goes back to hip fire, so you have to take your time. If you're going to lay down, you have to be tactical about it.
Do you know how lovely that is?
Sliding is still very good as well. We saw Noisy Butters just slide a little bit ago and get right back up into position, ready to fight. Shane, one of our coaches in the COD League, running the 74U. It seems like all the CDL pros, they're loving the 74U, and they're getting right into the center of the map and trying to just get into square-up gunfights, while some of the other top streamers, they're trying out different weapons, like iron sight snipers, Type 63s, and LMGs. And we see this is actually a Type 63 that he had a scope on, and he had to pull out his RPG to take down this chopper. He realized it took like 2 RPGs and also some bullets, and he was getting pretty stressed. But yeah, that was Satellite. That was one of my favorite.
I think good. Right?
Let's get into it, Joe. We're going to start off with Cesar Bueno, Skies. Professional player for the Mutineers as they're getting ready to get into the lobby, just looking through the creative class and score streaks to see what he wants to lock on up. XM4 out. And yeah, you can see, I know we've seen a couple looks at it, but like the variety of attachments you're going to have for the different positions on the gun, the variety is going to be wild. He highlighted Ninja for a second. I want to see like what it went through exactly, but
so what I saw and what I read is that it quiets you when you were sprinting and how fast
it's like dampens the sound of it.
Right. Okay. So I believe that you can walk and crouch and you will be completely silent. But if you were sprinting, you will still have some noise, but it definitely quiets it.
Cool. Interesting.
Let me find out.
Yeah, he's going through everything.
Well, this is the best part when you play a new game, right? Just going through all the different features, all the different attachments, all the different perks, the weapons, checking it all out.
And again, this isn't going to be everything that we see throughout Cold War. This is not going to be the full release. There's going to be more perks. There's going to be more weapons, more attachments.
This looks like it could be out of like a Bad Boys film, like Miami.
Well, yeah, that's where they do it. Is in Miami.
That's a good point, Joe.
Yeah,
that's why you're the brains of this operation. You're the brains of this operation.
That is actually where they shoot those
Okay,
movies.
well, thanks for that, Joe.
I'm getting
Look at this,
now.
though.
I'm fucking mad, bro.
It looks good.
Motion blur. Tell myself, motion blur.
As Sky's low not in. You're seeing the different parts. You have in the middle of the street. You got the bar area. You have the pool. You got the ocean. In a way, it's 3 lanes, but there's a lot of different areas that you can go to. As well, again, coming in, and you see the different squads.
Wait, that looks so much
you got
better.
one
What
side
the
coming in
fuck?
through towards the boat, the other one towards the street. And yeah, that was dope. His domination loading on up. And is Sky's going to go for the objective? Is anyone going to go for the objective because I talked about it? And the answer is no. Nobody captures C. What's going on here, Maven?
Listen,
They
not
need
as
you on the
focused
team.
on the objective. Dude, that is sometimes the most frustrating thing about pubs, you know, when like you're fine, you're going off, you've got 50 kills, you see somebody on your team, they've got 3 and no time in the objective. Like, help me out a little bit, but you got to play both. You got to focus on it all. You got to be like LeBron. You know, you're getting the assists, the rebounds, and the points. You're doing it all on the map, Joe. My Call of Duty playstyle is very similar to LeBron now that I think about it, Joe. Thanks for that compliment.
You're one of the greatest players ever.
We'll see what Marksman could do as he's looking for the angles. And, well, you see the hip fire strong there.
I was just saying, I mean, you guys are both around the same age and you have the same accolades.
That's true, yeah.
The slide has some fucking nutty movement in this game, bro. It's like, it is hard.
I'll tell you what, I keep thinking about that pool with how hot it's been in LA. It was like 110 the other day. That pool looks very comforting. He sure did.
Surprise! As again, you heard Marksman talk about it, a little bit of the nutty movement. I'm sure the devs are going to be paying attention. They'll get their feedback from all of these players.
Trying to view Miami
Well, and that's where, like, there's like a couple different skill gaps when you talk about a game like Call of Duty. Like, is there the gun skill part of it? Yes, and you know, being able to shoot and becoming a better player from that regard. But it's like once you get that down, the next step is really that movement, right? Like becoming more fluid on the map, finding mechanics in the game that you can get a little bit of edge over the competition. And yeah, no, the movement could be nuts, and that'll be something we'll keep an eye on. But over to Kat Connie, she's looking to hit the shots. There's a little bit of a snapper.
And a nice snipe right there. She's looking over the B zone right now, has the shotgun in the back pocket. Surprise! Later.
I would like to.
Kismet is Jericho. It's basically, it seems to be in almost the same spot, just on opposite ends. As he's going to go for this B zone, play a little bit of objective. You and Jericho would get along well.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. But that you heard, I can't remember her name, but one of the lead map designers kind of saying like, I stay away from the middle, like the middle of the map. That is a sniper's haven. You kind of saw a bit of it there, but there are the alleyways that you can work the flank, different things that you can do on the map.
So you see in the top right, attack chopper called in by Priesta.
Like,
he's
like,
doing his thing.
Supposed to pre-aim. I only know this room.
Yeah, well, I think you heard Espresso sort of talk about the lighting. Like, I'm sure everything is going to be get a little bit better.
Right there.
Well, full game release.
And I think Jericho's kind of talking about one of the more difficult things when you play a new map, right? Like figuring out
where do I go,
all the different angles, mastering the map. Like where can people be L triggering and holding me in, but. It's Ricky with some quality beams from the top balcony, able to dip away with his life as well and look to ruin a couple players' lives as well.
And that's what one of the biggest thing was from last year is load up on a map you didn't know. The mini-map wasn't there, right? You're like, where do I go?
It makes it a little bit easier.
Where do I go, right? And they bring back this traditional Black Ops mini-map. That definitely helps you out.
Well, now on to Hutchie Piz POV. As he's trying to get up close and personal and near that Dom point, but you can see, I mean, that's typical of a lot of Dom maps. Like B's a death trap. Like that is the hard thing where you have to work as a cohesive unit to try and get it in. If you're solo playing the objective on B, good luck because you've got a world star.
And it looks like he has a smoke equipped. And one of the notes that we got was like the smokes were strong in this Call of Duty, maybe compared to some in the past. As to how well
what is happening here?
Priesta is in a gunship.
Smoke him! Light it up!
Chopper gunner.
Okay, well that guy got fried.
Hit marker, you're getting smoked, you're getting beamed.
Kind of hard, actually.
It looks like he's still pretty healthy, though.
Wait, how cool is that you can see the lights from the map bouncing off the minigun in the chopper?
Yeah, lighting has evolved over the last decade or so. That is absolutely for sure. But now you see a gorgeous look at kind of the entire map breakdown. But yeah, that's one thing since this is a night map, right?
Light it up. It's gonna be, just start shooting it.
See, is there like a night vision that he can swap to? I don't know.
Maybe everybody's got like Ghost or Cold-Blooded on. Right. I don't know which perk it is in this game, but they're like, oh, we're not letting Priesta do that.
Hutch trying to hit the snipes. I think you saw the Type 821 out from Priesta as he was looking to get dirty with it. Hutch's face, he is locked in. Just a gamer.
All right, halftime.
Oh, it's not close, Joe.
It's
unfortunately.
It is not close. He's got 900. He's playing with Nick. He's got Mud Dog on his team. He's got Courage. He's got a solid squad.
Mud Dog's bringing him down, Joe.
I'm pulling up Scump stream, dude. This guy's cracked.
Yeah.
He's 21-2. Yeah, no, he has been dominating lobbies, and you would expect that from one of the greatest players of all time. But over to Testament we go. We talked about his sniping prowess earlier, and he's going to have the sniper out as he's looking to line it up towards mid-map. But yeah, I think especially with it being a nighttime map, like learning the map, knowing the angles, is going to be all that more important. But just aesthetically,
you know what I mean?
It's a sexy map. It is. I want to see what like the one side they were talking about when it had the developers on, like how you can kind of go underwater on the one side.
I think it's right behind him.
It is.
Yeah.
But like it hasn't really seemed to be that much in play as of yet, at least with these guys.
It looks like Nick was in it. Well, no, that's not it. We Love Games. They're sort of playing around it, but it looks like you can go sort of towards A, towards C. you want to switch that
all
up,
right,
as
all right.
Testy brings out that LW3, the Tundra. I like that.
There are a few things more satisfying in any kind of FPS, but especially Call of Duty, with hitting snipes. Just hitting clean snipes. It feels good. We'll see what Hutch can do from the power position. Well, not going to matter. From Priestess Chopper over to Scump Chopper, and Peep, this lobby is just getting milked. Just dominate them from the sky. Oh, kill after kill. We'll see him, Mud Dog.
Very good players.
Doozy.
Later,
Courage. Everybody dropping.
Yeah, and he's saying, he's like, just so you guys know, this isn't a pub lobby. I'm playing some talented players, and I am smoking them.
This will be
on this map. A lot of buildings.
a nice YouTube video. Well, yeah, a lot of buildings. The night cover of night as well.
Ooh, if you can get them spawning towards that beach
Poor-
side, we'll
poor
see you
Mud
later.
Dog. Mud Dog's already dropped to this thing twice.
They're probably holding the kill cam too. They're like, we're not letting Scump do this to us.
Yeah, I do believe they are losing full.
Oh, that's swag as well.
Yeah, it's been Swag, Courage, and Mud Dog have died like 2 or 3 times in a row.
They're on the beach.
That's why he's a Call of Duty pro player.
Yeah, the beach is usually where you go to vacation. Not
around
here.
here.
Nope.
Do I not have Ghost?
I think he heard. We got on board with swag, and he's like, I can't hide from this guy.
Sometimes they're gonna be 6 and 17.
Fucking. This is.
No, that's what, dude. It's actually funny going over from Scump POV to the team that was getting destroyed. It was just like kind of quiet, calm. It's like
It's kind of like, hey guys, we're gonna be in a YouTube video.
100% they're in a
Scump,
YouTube
they
video.
destroyed Tim, Courage, swag,
I'd be
40
like,
kills
yeah,
on
like
Miami.
Mount Rushmore with all of their heads on
Yeah.
it.
Just Scump and a chopper gunner.
Kill, Jesus. He's
Yes,
still
he
there.
is.
Yeah. That is accurate.
That is truly accurate.
No, but it's cool to see the variety of personalities just battling it out on all these different maps. So we've seen what, Armada, Satellite, now we're in Miami.
Well, I mean, you look at Satellite, very much, all outside, right? You come in here, you have fights at the bar, fights in the hotel, you have fights at the beach. There's just all these different environments that these players are going into.
We were at the Ultra Facilities, one of the professional teams in the Call of Duty League. It's Benjamin Bantz on your screen now. Top player in his own right, and I think it's Bantz maybe playing on Wisdom's account, but I believe it looks like it's Bantz with controller in hand currently.
Well, you can hear that when you get weak. You hear the heartbeat pick up. It sounds really cool.
It does. The audio seems very, very
Oh,
clean.
what is this? A little artillery strike coming in from. Oh, did he call it in? Oh no, Bantz!
Dude,
That is a mistake.
We've all been there.
We have.
The number of times I've done that in something like Domination, where I launch all my streaks, I'm like, oh, it's halftime. I just use those for no reason whatsoever. I got a couple of kills, but my impact on the objective was minimal. But now to the French sensation himself, Gotaga, one of the most popular gamers in the world. I feel like I've seen him compete in so many different games, but his legend grew in Call of Duty, that's for sure.
Yeah, he's talented. He can do it all. She's rocking that 74U. On board with Trimash now. He's got the Tundra out.
Okay, what is his camera setup? Because it looks like he's in the game. How do I do that?
Well, he's got a green screen, but he is half of the screen.
Yeah, I want you to set that up for me.
Why would I do that?
I don't know, but like it looks like he's in the game.
Why did you just assume I had an expertise in green screens?
Joe, you wear glasses. You look like you'd be very tech savvy and ready to set that up for me. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Joe.
I'm not going to do that for you whatsoever.
Nameless, wouldn't you say he looks a bit like a scientist? Thank you.
Nameless looks like a cosplayer from Miami right now.
Narcos.
Yeah. I mean, he looks good, but
he looks good.
I'm not.
Oh, wait, they can't be. People can't be rage quitting in this.
There's no way. It looks like game's about to end. Jericho's team, they're going to get the victory.
There we go, Jericho.
Who had 6,300 damage?
I didn't see.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
There's no doors. No doors.
Who was dominating?
Could be Priesta. There's a good chance it's this guy.
And there, he highlighted a difference this time.
Look at him just.
No doors.
Mini Uzi.
Jericho was talking about the show. No doors in the game. You won't be hammering through doors.
And Marksman were three-shotting people. So yeah, no doors.
Everybody's learning.
Rejoice.
Big smiles.
Yeah. I want to see if the scoreboard was too, like who had the 6,300 damage. I was curious who was absolutely frying the lobby, but this is the part where I'm like trying to get my brain to like slow down when they go through it. Just appreciate all the different attachments that they have inside of this.
Maven, you will have your time.
I know.
October 8th,
like,
Maven. October 8th.
Let's do.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm talking like that because I'm literally just gonna have you tell me what to put on my weapons. And I'm gonna do what you do.
Let's do that.
I'm gonna try everything though. It's the beta. We try out different things.
That's true. That's a good point. Well, one of our matchups has wrapped. It looks like we're going to hop over to one that hasn't finished yet. 27 points away from victory is one of our squads. Again, this is 6v6 domination on Miami. Tasty's put away the sniper for now, just trying to hit the shots with the AK-74U.
Ooh, 3 for 3.
Oh, that hit.
Let's go, Sean J. Looks like she was able to call on some score streaks. Nice 74U shots in, but who is that? It's a nice snipe shot from it's whoever's on Team Envy.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say a lot when I play the game at first. What are you doing over there? Because I don't know where people should be, so that's my
what are you
reaction.
doing over there? Maybe that's where I should be. Oh, it's Crim.
Oh, it's the Empire squad. We got Rambo Ray, the coach, Clayster, Crim6, Crim, the greatest Call of Duty player of all time. There is no dispute. I don't want to hear any arguments, but yeah, that's going to be tough to deal with. Is to represent the Envy squad right now.
Yeah, Team Envy, also known as the Dallas Empire, are world champions. You got the coach and Rambo, one of the greatest players hanging out, Crim and Clay. Clay back-to-back world champion. They'll probably be rotating players in and out. But it looks like Crim's focusing on gameplay. Clay is talking with the chat.
What did he just? But what didn't both of these players? And I know this is like separate. This is the multiplayer reveal, but from an esports competitive side, they were like with the first two players to crack $1 million in winnings, right?
$1 million,
That's
yeah.
pretty impressive. Hey, Bobby Pop, the Scarf Lord.
We love Bobby Pop.
I will be back with a camel toe.
Bob's got a great mustache.
He does. He does. He really does. It looks like he's rocking the 74U as well.
I miss his long hair though.
And this is what Bobby does. I don't know if he's an auctioneer or what.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Man.
No.
Where's the pool at, dude?
He's probably on hour 40 of streaming.
Yeah, no, he grinds.
I'm gonna chill in the pool the rest of the game.
Oh,
hey, cannonball, Bob! Cannonball!
Oh, get in, Bob!
I'm gonna be chilling in the deep end, dude. I'm going off the diving board, dude.
He's a big boy.
Get yourself a pina colada, hang out.
Would you leave me alone? I'm trying to go off the diving board.
He's on vacation.
No vacations in Miami.
I'm gonna end this one. Where's the pool at? I think the pool is behind the lobby.
Yeah, they are getting destroyed.
Yeah, this is a bad one. This is a bad one.
Oh, so trying to turn this up.
He's trying to be positive about it.
Yeah. Before this game is over.
Yeah, hit it, Bob, hit it.
Miami Luxury Hotel, ladies and gentlemen. That is my room in the penthouse suite, the northeastern corner. I will now be doing a can opener into the pool. 3, 2,
okay.
1.
I'm just waiting for him to get shot.
Score this out of 10.
Oh, he jumps on. Did he go up the diving board? That was amazing. Do it again, Bob.
Did he like crouch first?
Do it again.
Whoa.
That was less impressive. That was less impressive.
It's good. Try again, Bob. Do it. What are you doing, Bob?
Okay, but Bob, this is giving me a headache.
How's it work?
Oh, no. Wait, how did he do that last time?
Wait, how did I
It was so cool.
Yo,
no, I don't know. It didn't look like he even did anything.
I don't know what.
We're wondering the same thing, Bob.
Well,
there's no neutrals. It's only just cap.
Oh, wait, they are 3 capping right now. There's an opportunity for a comeback. It is a slight one.
Not much.
Never mind.
No longer any chance
at 7600 damage. Oh, hey, Lando.
What's up, Lando?
Craig 6.
We're going to swap over to another one of our matchups going on. Just a reminder, we have a ton of streamers involved in this. So if it ever seems confusing, it's just we're hopping a lot of different POVs. Trying to stick with one game until it finishes, but want to give love to a lot of these guys that are participating, just hopping through all of the action. But we'll have some of the different streamers too, especially with some of the CDL teams. It's like 5 people swapping in and out.
Yeah.
Everyone trying to get their time on the game.
I saw the scoreboard and Bobby Pop was at the bottom, so my man was having a tough one. He didn't have the bumper. He's gonna be a vehicle expert. We'll just hop on board when we get to this.
It's like the pool and the neon lights that you saw. We saw literally every single weapon that's in this game displayed on this map. We saw snipers, shotguns, the Type 823, which is sort of that mini Uzi gun. We saw players like Scump and Priest are running it. They were going off, like getting 10 to 12 kills in a row, getting chopper gunners and absolutely lighting up the map. I mean, we're seeing M4s still, but we're seeing players sort of decide on what's the gun that's kind of OP right now, and it seems to be that Type 823. And now we're seeing Priest right here. He actually got the chopper gunner very early on in this game, but he was only able to pick up like 3 or 4 kills, and he was like, man, this is so dark, I can't see anybody. And he was just roaming around. He wasn't able to pick up too many, and he's like, there's so many buildings, but at least he can see the entire map and call out for the rest of his squad. On this game in particular, it's starting to get a little bit more sweaty. Players were starting to go for the big games. They were going for the YouTube videos, and you can see Priest was frustrated that he couldn't pick up any more kills inside of this chopper gunner. I think it was later on, we also saw Scump with the chopper gunner go on a crazy spree. He was playing against like Nick Merckx and Tim and all those guys, absolutely lighting them up. We saw some rage quits. Also right here, we're seeing the 74U. A lot of players are still loving to run this, and every single player that we've seen using the 74U has had that laser on it. They love to hip fire with it. And right there we saw overkill with the sniper. And this is that spree that I was talking to you guys about. See, he got the chopper gunner, but Scump was able to see literally everyone. You heard him commenting on it like, this isn't a normal pub. I'm playing against some good players, and they're getting destroyed. Right here, he picks up like, I don't even know, like 10, 12, 13 kills in a row. And when we switched over to the opposite team, it was Tim, and he was like, I don't even know what to do, man. We're just getting smoked. Because when that chopper gunner's in the sky, you have to stay inside, and you can't get to the domination points. Another thing to highlight is that in Cold War, the domination zones are a lot bigger, so it's going to provide for crazy fights inside of the domination point and also contest. Hopping on board here with the Toronto Ultra squad, we saw them roaming around here with that 74U and the MP5. A lot of these players on the CDL teams running submachine guns, overkill as well, pulling out an AR. And right there to the left is that diving board. We saw Bob jump up here. He counted it down. He pointed out the spot that he was staying in the hotel. And then he just gets a super jump. Like, what is that? He tried to do it a couple times.
Green, red, okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't, whatever it does. But yeah, actually knowing the percentage, what you're really getting into from gun to gun, it's going to be really cool to mess with.
All right, well, again, this is Moscow. First look at it, at the global multi-reveal for Cold War.
Also, you can run around.
You'll see a lot of this going through settings. Like motion blur recommended. I know that's one of the first things that I will personally turn off. Like it looks a little bit cleaner.
What are we doing?
Yeah, everyone but one player, I think, pushed out the same side.
Yeah, I think when we got on board, she was talking about what do you love so far? It's really the colors and Treyarch, their color palette, I've always talked about it. It is just beautiful, but she runs into a shotgun, and a lot of these creators trying to answer questions, trying to play the game, it is tough to balance.
I didn't get a chance to show you guys the sharks, though. There's sharks on that map.
Oh, she was sort of...
And it's cool.
Wait, there are sharks?
Wait, so what you wanted is in there.
I didn't know that wasn't in my notes. I didn't know there were actually sharks.
Why not?
Oh, I'm never playing that map. I am terrified of sharks. One time...
That's in the middle of the ocean.
No, one time when I was 13 years old, I went on a trip to Hawaii, and we were swimming in this one area, right? And then we got out of swimming from there, and we went up on this cliff, and we're looking down. The water was so clear. We saw multiple sharks right where we were swimming, and I'm never going in open water again.
Are you sure they weren't dolphins?
They were 100% sharks, and I was nearly eaten.
Are you 100%?
Yes, no, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, it scarred me for life.
This map is cool.
All right.
I love the design of it. Like, I guess.
Trying to hear Jacob's
No,
thoughts.
one more.
He loves TDM. Now, he was talking about how much he loves TDM. Okay. So this is what Map's a very fast gameplay. You can see from the size of it. It's got an urban feel to it for sure, but I want to see which building, because one of the things we were looking through is like a metro station. It's kind of like the central hub, and that's kind of the connector. So this is this is the metro station. So this is sort of going to be where the whole flow of the map sort of centralizes through.
Okay, you see the concussions coming in, just how it affects those players.
All right, boys.
Trying to get to the adjustments. It's got a proximity mine as well. But yeah, I think it's like what you talked about, right? This just sort of, this is the place you want to be.
Yeah, it just seems like it has like a connector to basically every...
Literally.
every part of the map just based on position.
Where's the content creator playlist?
Over to Zuma. The Italian stallion.
Who's that? Noah? I think Noah's getting smoked.
Yeah, might be.
So I wonder how long it's taking these guys to like get used to look at the mini map again, right? Just actually taking a look where are those red dots at. You need a suppressor if you want to stay off that mini map.
Well, it's interesting too when you think about like maybe some higher level players. Like I struggle to sometimes look at the map, but like when you were competing and you were playing a high level, I think you told me your eyes were like on the mini map like 90% of the time.
It was a game within a game. Yeah, I mean you were about 70% of the time like looking at the mini map. Where do you have to rotate? Where is the gunfire? Where do you have to set up? So that's definitely going to take some time. We're on board with Zuma, but I think we're getting Noah J's audio. Okay, so now we're switching to Legion.
At least I'm positive.
Oh, yes, you are losing.
Positively in love with a shotgun.
But Legion, you're a winner. You were born a winner. And it's time to get popping with the shotgun.
This shotty's out like quick fire right. Doof, doof, doof.
I'm going to need Zuma to take an emotional check out here when I push him next time for the clips.
For the clips?
I definitely feel like the second sniper though is better, at least for pull-up.
So there's some feel upgrades as well. One of those looks to be the jammer.
All right, everyone's
looks like he was one
weapons,
bullet
so
away from taking down Espresso.
why not?
Hi, man, Sheriff. We need you on Verdansk later.
It's the deputy.
Deputy Hadbad,
also known as Enable.
Is he wearing a headband?
No.
That's just his hair now?
Yeah.
Come on, we've almost got this.
You don't like it?
I don't have the luxury of hair, but if I had it, I wouldn't be doing that.
No.
It
What
looks
about
like
your beard? What if we did this to your beard?
It might look cool, but it looks like he cut off like the edge of a mop and just put it on there.
You think it might just be a bowl cut?
It looks like a wig.
A bowl cut. Like it's just he put a bowl on his head and went all the way
anyone
around.
thinking I'm being mean, Enable and I are boys, so I'm allowed to say this stuff, but Enable, we love you. Just gotta do something about that.
Trying to figure out how it felt to throw tax.
And to be fair, right now, you know, with the current situation globally, maybe he just doesn't have the option of a haircut where he lives, so he's been doing it by hand and might have led to that.
This game's about to end though, so
Oh, I'm actually interested. Talking about melee and with the shot punch.
If you think about Black Ops 4, it was like one bullet and a punch was
One
a kill,
bullet and a
basically,
punch.
right?
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness, who was that? Trimax. Ooh, the snap.
Well, no, I think we're on with Trimax. He's got caught by somebody. I don't know who he got caught by. But no, somebody hit him with the movement for sure. And I am not fluent in any language other than English.
No, you told me you were fluent in French and German. You told me that.
And Russian.
I don't think you told me that one.
I travel a lot. Very cultured. Many languages. I took 3 years of Spanish in high school, Joe. That's all I got. I can basically
And
say...
you forgot everything.
I can say...
high school was about 30 years ago.
Where's the library? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Okay, well, at least you got that going for you in case you ever need to find a library.
Yeah, well, you never know. In an emergency situation, you might need a library. But some quality beams into the window there from Typical Gamer. We saw it from somebody else's POV on like the first map or second map. He just incinerated somebody. As we continue to hop through the gamers again, we've got people from all over the world. All over the world competing in this, and we'll try to highlight that as we continue on through the day. But for those watching, we hope you're enjoying getting the first eyes on with Gotaga, though, as he is just melting through the competition inside of the metro station, but ultimately will drop.
And I think that's what Legion was sort of talking about, is like, we had a couple of maps where everybody was trying everything out, and now people want to win. People want to pull out the 74U.
Well, I get that way too. Like at the beginning of titles, it's like I want to try everything, but then once you find one you're comfortable with, one gun that really clicks.
Is Hutch giving a pep talk to it? Does he have a missile turret? I don't know what that was, but that took down a UAV or a spy plane, and he was giving it a pep talk.
Okay.
Let me try.
Well, show us. Try your little bunny hop in.
Yeah, try to hit it.
Well, you can do kind of
a little bit. Oh, the backslide.
I like that.
Okay. There's definitely some fluidity that all the players are trying to figure out.
I like the little slide hop. Well, that's one thing that kind of threw me off between like Black Ops 4 Modern Warfare, because you used to be able to jump and slide backwards, and you couldn't last year. And I tried sometimes. I just like crouch and be like, forgot.
We got a War Machine, which
Okay.
looks to be a score streak. So we have a War Machine coming in from Cammy, and the War Machine's gone. Okay, still has it. Maybe because he didn't shoot one, but Sky took his head off.
Oh yeah, no, his head got popped off like a plum. Oh well, the War Machine, that plum just exploded.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, so he used one and it's gone now. So it is gone.
Okay, so he kept it because he hadn't used it yet.
It looks like this is a pretty close game, 64-63. So another map where it has like just a lot of different elements. You can play on the outside, you can play inside.
And well, this is Cammy, who, if you watch the Call of Duty League at all this year, he was one of the more prolific snipers, and you saw him
Another War
snapping it in there.
Machine. You're gonna need flak jacket with this thing.
Yo, dude, what?
Boom. Boom.
It's swag. It's completely busted, bro. And you can put it away. It's completely broken. Oh my god.
Oh, well, that guy's body is broken after that was a point-blank War Machine to the chest.
Yeah, so Swaggy has figured out that he's like, yo, that War Machine is nuts. He's gonna roll with that.
Yeah, he just had like a 5.5 KD. That's pretty solid.
And Jack was like, that thing is busted. So.
Well, the power of the streaks now popping over to Midnight's POV.
Hey, Devin, we're undefeated.
Wait, we actually like.
We've literally
Undefeated.
I definitely got the least amount of kills on the team, but still, yo, Wisdom again. We're playing the game.
Well, they are rolling. You hear just dubs for Midnight, but Joe, we're going to fill a little bit of time in chat here. As I think we're going to start to watch. We've had some of the European POVs, but we've been watching.